Georgie is back. The man, the myth, the legend, Cousin George. It's been a minute since we played with Cousin George, but now it is time. Drift season is basically here. My other car's not done. Georgie's pretty close to being good to go, ready to rock and roll. We've got a few things that we need to take care of. First things first, paint little George. This isn't gonna come out great, but we're gonna do it. Worst part about it is prepping. Now, if you feel this, you can hear that? That's dirt. That's dirt on there, okay? You hear this? I'm actually sanding my hands with Georgie. Needless to say, there will be a lot of prep work. I filled all the rust holes. Pretty good. Me and Ben did a solid job on that. We've got a numerous amount of Bondo and body issues that we are probably not gonna fix. Honestly, I think the best thing to do is just kind of smooth all this out with some rough grit, take all the trim pieces off, and then spray her down with the color or colors of our choice. I'm a very, very busy guy of freaking lately, apparently. I've been working on other people's cars, but I have a little bit of time today, so I'm gonna strip George down and get him ready to be paint prepped. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Quick intermission, this tool is freaking awesome. If you ever have a screwdriver that you can't free, it's these little bits, and what you do is you tap the little bits in with a hammer, and then you put it in this thing, boop, and then you put it on tighten or loosen. I don't know why there's a tighten setting. I don't know why you'd ever want to tighten a screwdriver this tight, but you put it on loosen, and then you push down on it real hard and whack it with a hammer, and then what happens is it twists like this as you hit it down, so the force of going in and out at the same time frees the bolt. The more you know. Helps you out. Best tool, at least like top 10. Just spent a long time trying to get this piece off, but you gotta take the top off and it's bolted in with 10s. It's been a minute. So I'll probably just leave this for now and just do a tape. Like everything else, taillights can come out. I got the door handles out. Gotta figure out a way to get the interior somewhat covered so I don't get it all disgusting when I start sanding. I mean, I guess I could just throw the soft top closed and then like not latch it, and I can just kind of flop it over. So, but we're cracking along. Georgie doesn't look much more sad with all his trim pieces missing, so not saying much. But yeah, taillights out next, and then sanding. So for the most part, I got Georgie kind of situated here. I'm gonna leave the bash bar on for now. I think I'm gonna try and take it off and then paint this black too, so you don't notice how wonky the mounting is. So black out the hardware, black that out. But for now, just gotta get sanding. Now this is nice and primer-ish. So I think I'm gonna start with 220, hit the whole car, except for the trunk, because the trunk came off a different car and it's relatively smooth. So you know what, F it. I'm gonna hit the whole car 220 and yeah, work my way up to 400 and try not to scuff this fender too, because that's actually pretty nice. So oh man, I got a lot of sanding to do. That was a funny joke, thinking I could start at 220 grit St. George. I just hit him with 100, and this is where we're at. 100 for probably like half hour of my life, and it's just so many layers of paint. I have no idea why there's so many layers of paint. And it's like the primer that they used didn't cure or something. I don't know. Like it's gumming up all the sandpaper too, which is awesome. So, and I started to sand the hood. Not doing that. I have a good hood. I have a good hood upstairs that I'm slapping on George. I'm not touching the hood. So the trunk, pretty decent. Just gotta hit that with 400. The hood, pretty decent, 400. The rest of the car, bare minimum, 100 grit. The entire freaking car. Oh man, it's gonna be a while. So I'm gonna keep crack-a-lacking. Probably won't time-lapse the entire thing, just because I don't want this video to be a shitload of sanding. It's not that satisfying. I'm sure it's somewhat satisfying, but for maybe like 30 seconds, my hands are buzzing too. Fun stuff. All right, I'm gonna be here a while. It's gonna take so long. Man, it sucks. So basically, like, if you're gonna rough and scuff and paint a car, it's not that bad. You just hit it with 400. But like, there's so many layers of paint, and look at it. It's just still so rough. You can see it. You can see it. I'm hitting it with a 100 grit sandpaper, and I basically have to get it down to there. Down to like the OG primer, like it's all gonna get hit. Like the whole thing sucks. It's not good. Not good. Wonder if I could bribe anybody with beer and pizza. You never know. Oh boy. This man be sanding. Sandy!
Hi.
Sandy Cheeks!
I'm back.
Look at that shirt, Jesus Christ.
I know, I wore it to work like that. I actually went to work like that.
Oh, you fucking goofball. So you're down to 80 grit?
Yeah, I'm using 80. And
Yeah,
it still
100 ain't doing it.
Still feels like the back of a lizard.
So come over here. This is what you have to do. You have to get it smooth to get it, like, see how there's this layer?
Yeah.
This is below this layer. You have to get all of this off. And then basically, it has to go down so fucking far or the paint's not gonna stick to it. So basically, yeah, you gotta sit there and...
So F me, then.
I'm gonna help. It's my... I mean, you're helping me. Here, you want a beer?
yeah, I was gonna say, where's the pizza and the beer? It's there.
The smooth layer is under yonder.
I found it finally.
Yeah, you just gotta go there for a long time.
I started at 120. You weren't finding it with that, so we got down to 80.
Yeah.
And now you're finding it.
Honestly, you might want to try 60.
Oh, sick. Be like sanding Georgie with the ground.
This is fun, huh?
I hate every minute of this.
Yeah, it sucks. So basically, ended up dropping down to 60 grit. And we kind of have to, because there's a layer right here where you can physically feel it. It's like a gummy layer. I have no idea what they painted it with, but basically have to go down to 60 in order to get to that, which is awesome. Not doing the hood.
It's gotta go to bare metal. This is terrible.
What'd you say?
It's gotta go to bare metal, dude.
No, you don't gotta go to bare metal. Another day of sanding, all on the floor sanding. Give me some more sanding. I just wanna be done sanding. It's a little Akon for you in the morning. All right, it's another day of sanding. I'm gonna go get some masking tape. I feel like I'm gonna pull these covers off. It'll be a little easier to sand. Pull the hood off. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna leave the hood just for now because it's covering up all the sanding dust. So this fender is hit with 60. This door needs to be hit with 60 in this region with the, you gotta bring it down to this white and brown shit, apparently. I'm not sure why it's only in some spots. But anyway, got a lot of sanding to do. I haven't coaxed anybody in to help me with this shit, so just gonna keep on going. All right, half of George is hit with the, I hit it with 80 grit. I did this all with 80. Got all the texture stuff gone out of it, which is sick. All this Bondo, I didn't like it. It was just in the trunk for some reason, so I started sanding away at that. Not sure what the hell went on here at one point, but put a little bit more Bondo on it and crossed my fingers, I guess. Now, this side is actually easier-ish, maybe. Because, I mean, I already played with all this. Just gotta blend this in, gotta take the trunk off, get this door is almost done, and that fender is done in 60, so I gotta hit that with freaking 80 and then work my way up, and then go back to the bumper. So, oh shit, I forgot. We got a back bumper somewhere too. Freaking A, dude. I might look and see if I have another back bumper that's not a million freaking shades. And honestly, I like the bash bar more than I like the bumper on there, but would be pretty cool to get the bumper to fit and be color matched eventually. Yeah, for now, I'm not worried about the back bumper. So we'll get everything situated. I had to burp, sorry, weird noise. And last thing I really need to do, I'm gonna save this for last, is fix the center panel. It's cracked up. These are expensive. They're like $100. So I'm not gonna get one that's in great shape. I'm gonna try and fix this one. It looks okay. Like if I can kind of glue it together here somehow. And then I'll just scuff this, try and save these emblems. These are actually kind of cool that it has the emblems on there still. But prep George. And then I'm thinking of some cool ideas to paint. I wanna try and paint George for as cheaply as possible. Final update of the day. Georgie is finally done with 60 grit. I'm happy with how he feels. Feels terrible, but somehow smoother than how he was. Another day of sanding George. And oh man, am I tired of it. All right, so you don't have to watch me. Okay, so now We are sanded up to 320. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. There's a bunch of spots where I f***ed up, and I went down to bare metal with like 60 grit. Where is it? Like this stuff here. That could have been before my time. But it could be me. So in spots like this, I'm going to skim coat it with Bondo. Honestly, probably won't even make a difference. There's some Bondo I need to put back over here and back over here, so not a big deal. So what I'm gonna do now is take off the trunk. I just started to hit it with 220, and that's a good grit to start with the trunk. So pull the trunk off, probably pull the hood off and get the other hood. Hit this with 220, hit it with 320, and then I gotta do this whole side all the way up to 320, and the front bumper. The front bumper's the worst, honestly. I wish I took it off, but I can't really justify doing all that. I'm gonna break more stuff, so got lots to do. Okie boys and girls, I'm gonna call it a day yet again on cousin Georgie. So, made a lot of progress in a little time. Doesn't look like a lot has changed, but this is sanded in 320, all the way up to 320 rather. This whole side is sanded up 320, except for the fender, which I'll probably just scuff with a scuff pad. But this is 320. I got the trunk all done. I still have to do this. Still have to do the other hood, which will be super easy. The bumper, and then the other side. I'm super tired of sanding. I'm gonna take a break from sanding Georgie for a day, and I'm gonna go watch Ben do some stunts. He's a Harley stuntman, freshly recruited, so he's doing a little stunt show at like a bike night that we have locally. So I'm gonna get a couple videos of that, and I'll throw that on the YouTube video, and I'll probably close it out. So it's gonna be a few videos of paint prep, which sucks. So it is what it is, but painting Georgie part 1 is coming to a close, and hopefully this will only be like a 3-part series. So, all right, guys, enjoy some Harley shit if I throw it up here.
Like, comment, subscribe thing.
Take 2.
Like, comment, subscribe, people. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.